Greetings and good evening, everyone. This is, of course, your favorite airdrop expert, LL, and once again, we are going to be diving into this airdrop palooza, and at this point, there's just too much stuff going on. On a daily basis, we see new point systems and new airdrops being announced, and there just isn't the human hours to grind up everything that is being offered on the market, so I really recommend getting friends or family to help out with the grinding, hire people like Budget Stani, or other third worlders to grind for you, or the third option is to basically use these trading bots to gain volume at these dexes, or use these crypto airdrop farming bots. We covered one of them on the recent Telegram video, and there's other services obviously emerging in that scene because it's becoming very prominent right now. So yeah, there are too much stuff, and I try to cover in these videos much as I can in the upcoming weeks. So I try to do at least one video per day, but at this point I might have to do two, and then you guys have to choose which ones you're going to be allocating your time to. And today we are going to be focusing on Kroma, which is another EVM. I mean, EVMs are popping out left and right, and frankly, honestly, I think 95% of them are going to be gone, and as the new bear market basically comes out, there's just going to be this many options out there on the market. Some are just going to become more prominent than the others, and maybe they will have some type of a niche that they kind of fill in. And Kroma is kind of more gaming based, but that even is kind of like bit filled at this point in my opinion. But they are using the OP technology, I believe, Optimisms. But here they say ZK rollup, so I don't know what exactly is the one that they are using here, but whatever. And Kroma is kind of one of the more prominent ones which don't have their token yet. There are a bunch of these projects which are currently on the mainnet and etc. And the TG is going to be on Q2, so you're not late. But some of these quests which we're going to be covering here today are actually kind of time sensitive. So before we go into all of these things about Kroma, just a reminder that I do have the ever updating ultimate airdrop spreadsheet, and I did some updates here. I made a specific category for derivatives and perpetuals and future dexes, a lot of them going on right now. And also I did update the EVM layer 2 chain and added some notes here to kind of give you a bit of insight, and also added up some question marks here instead of like the denials, because I don't want to show that the airdrops are not coming if there's like a denial mark there. And I'm going to be adding more chains. There's a contributor roles which you can apply for, and I need more data obviously here and more drops to list, so I'm looking for people to help me out. So Kroma, the first thing we always do with these new chains is bridging. There are a couple of different bridges out. We want to use the native bridge. 0.05 Ethereum is probably a pretty good opportunity, but the native bridge actually requires manual fund claiming, and this can take up to 7 days because it's using Ethereum to Kroma. The other way is not obviously as slow. This is like going back to Ethereum is going to be taking that long. And I have done a couple of transactions here. I don't remember when. Okay, this was back in last year, and now we had one just today. So I want to do like a volume. This is kind of like a low volume, but I've moved money to Kroma from these other bridges like All2, which is another one that you can use. This is obviously the fastest way to bridge, not obviously the most safest way. They themselves have a point system going on, so if you want to have points, well, this might be the option for you. There's also a referral link down below in the description in case you want to help me out. And basically, each transaction gives you points, and your referral, transactions also gives you points. There's an inscription system. You can inscribe stuff on Kroma. That is not a bad idea because you're deploying a contract, and that's looks good on your portfolio, so to speak. So that's another great bridge to basically use. And then we have kind of like the more interesting part here, which is in 3 days of making of this video. That is on 29th of January. They're going to be doing this Chroma Guardian NFT. And people who don't like grinding can just simply buy into this. And the start price is $300. I guess they're being bidded on. It's a bit unclear, and it can be bought with Ethereum, USDT, USDC, and Vmix. And there's only 5,000 of them. And if you buy with Vmix, you get a 5% discount. So that's actually pretty nice. And these holders are going to be getting 10 Cro every month for 10 months from the TGE. That is in June. And referral bonuses top of that. And I will have my referral link down below. But I expect that it's going to be selling out pretty quickly, even though it's a bit more like a lower underlooked chain. And these are kind of like serving as a validator and stuff like that. So they get part of the validator rewards. Is this for perpetuity? If it is, it's actually very bullish. So this is going to be forever. And you can choose which validator you can pick on. There might be some validators which are more likely to do an airdrop or something. So that's something to think about. So this is actually a pretty lucrative deal. Any type of like passive income, blah, blah, blah. And these NFTs can be also like boosted up with referrals. It's really hard to get referrals because, as I said, there's like 5,000 people here, and like, okay, how many you can basically get. But that's interesting, and this is not a bad model, and I like it. 10 months of 10 Cro, and then we have the validator rewards, which are going to be coming for, and it does say like this does seem perpetuity, so there's that. And then there's going to be some staking stuff coming out. I think that's for Chroma, not for the NFTs, but remains to be seen. So this is going to be one of the crucial parts to get Chroma on this thing. Next up, we have Kroma Social. This is a SoFi platform on Chroma. Not bad looking. Obviously, the SoFi things are kind of like on the back burner right now. They had their limelight and hype, and maybe they will come back again. And I think most of them will die, though. And I do have a profile here in case you want to buy keys or something, support my work, and I will be probably posting something here. I haven't posted on a lot of these things. I'm kind of like seeing which ones will come out on top. I think we just really need a lot of these cleanouts in the industry where we just have like some clear things that are taking the dominance in the market, in my opinion, because it's becoming problematic to have million forks out of everything. Then we have Vmix. So Vmix, I believe, was initially on the Clayton chain, and I think they are now their own chain. It's basically a gaming based thing, and right now you have the ability to transfer Vmix from, let's see, from what chain, from their own chain into Chroma, and you can stake it here. Will this be some type of airdrop? I don't know, but I thought I would be still like mentioning this because it does seem to give you some type of points, community points, which are gonna be, yeah, they are. So basically this is playing into the actual airdrop. So this is something to look into once again. Then we have LogX, and this is, well, another derivatives, perpetuals. Still don't know the difference between the three. I think futures is like about future unlocks and stuff like, but I don't know the difference between derivatives and futures. Maybe they're the same thing. Sorry, derivatives and perpetuals. But whatever, they are in actually 5 different chains. Telos, Chroma, Linea, Menta, Mantle, and Arbitrum. There is a referral system here as well, and they have 100% announced an airdrop. And you can get, points from opening cards, and like there's these logs and stuff like that. So I got some trading points here. And I guess these are going to be giving a random amount. I don't know where I got all of these. And there's some quests here to get these NFTs, and these cards probably can give you like extra points basically. And there's a liquidity opportunity. If you don't want to trade, you can just like provide liquidity. So that's pretty nice. And that's my referral code, so use that. And then there's the rewards tab where you can this is the same we just opened. So basically there are multiplayers as well. But that's basically it. So if you want derivatives to do blah blah blah, this is on chain, by the way. So this is getting you actually a lot of transactions, which ones you're going to be choosing out from here. If you want to farm transactions, this is another option for you. If you want to provide liquidity, there's Isumi Finance. They have their own token already, but you want a place to swap tokens on Chroma. This is basically the place to go. There's not really anything out there right now on this chain as of right now. At least I was not able to find one. I'm sure there's going to be a one native DEX. Then there is Land War, and this is coming out soon. This is some type of a gamified thing. I mean, these can be very interesting if you have the time to play around with them. I usually never do. And there's going to be like competitions, and there's like hexagons, and I guess you're going to be capturing points. And it reminds me a bit of like the board game Go, so mixed with battle stations or something, like battleships, sorry. And there's going to be NFTs and blah blah blah, and you know it does require a deposit of 0.05 Ethereum, so not for poor people. Then we have a Chroma name service. This is part of the well, these guys have like so many different domains. We have covered this site or this ecosystem before. They are offering Chroma domains only. Let's see. Let's just get something. And I always, for every chain, I buy one of these domains. You never know. These are kind of cheap. What is that? $6 plus gas. And we're going to be registering this. Waiting for the transaction to pop out. Confirming. Very low gas fees, guys. Very low gas fees. And then after the registration has gone through, we are going to be putting the registry for that domain that we just have bought. So there's 2 transactions always involved, at least on the EVM chain. So that's something you want to remember, that you not just get the domain, but you also sign it to your wallet. Okay, and then we're going to be details. Actually, I think it's already set out because the controller and registrant are my address. So, and here you can extend and you can change the registration, blah blah blah. I don't think you need to do that unless you're going to be starting using this. Oh yeah, reverse record. Here we go. So saving this, once again paying a very small gas fee here, and that's done. And then we're going to be going into one of the more important things of the Chroma network, and that is the Chroma Quests. And these are actually expiring in 2 days. Okay, 2 days, 28th, less than 2 days. Well, actually a bit more than 2 days. There's simply interacting with a couple of dApps, Discords, Twitter follows, bridging with All2 Finance. I think I did this already, but it's not clearing any. And then after you've done all these, I claim that, you get this NFT at the end, phase 9, which is the KGH, which is this thing, Chroma Guardians. So that's important. So you still have 2 days to do these, and I recommend doing them. It don't take long, like literally nothing. There's going to be a bit of gas fees with the transfers, but that's it. And then there's this raffle thing, which is actually, is this the same quest as the last one here? Yeah, and you have the chance to, no, this is different. There's another one, Chroma Guardian House, and there's going to be giving $10 to 100 different people. Odds are not very high, guys, but you know, I do it for the points, not for the reward. And that's basically it. And yeah, there's the All2 Bridge, but we already covered this one. So that's basically what we have for Chroma. Not a lot of things to do. And the same things apply. How many transactions you do, how much is the volume of those transactions, and how many different weeks, months, days are that spread through. And I don't think there's going to be any KYC or things like that coming out for the Chroma chain. Valuation, I don't know. It's going to be a bit more on the middle of the pack probably. And there was already a sale happening, and I believe it's I think I recorded here 7.5%. Yeah, 7% of the total supply is being distributed throughout the airdrop from Chroma. So that's actually pretty nice, because it's been lower, like 3% on some of these recent projects. But I'm not going to make this review any longer. As always, join the Telegram, join the Discord, and you're going to be finding a lot of recent information there. Some of which might get slipped out or forgotten in these things because everybody else are providing information there. So you want to be up to date with things. You need guidance with airdrops. Outside from the spreadsheet, join those socials. And thanks for watching. I will be seeing you in the next video.